Hello friends, it's good to see you again. If you're new here, my name is Jean and I want to welcome you to Urban Girl Creations. I'm always looking for healthy recipes, as most of you know. I need to lose some weight. I want to lose some weight more than anything. So I'm always looking for healthy recipes for, dinner and lunch and breakfast and that kind of thing, but also for healthy snacks. If we're on this kind of journey and we don't look for those healthy snacks and make those healthy snacks, if we don't, I guess what I'm trying to say is we all have that craving for something sweet. And if we don't make that healthy snack, then we're going to go off into the grocery store and buy something that's got a bunch of junk in it. A lot of preservatives and things that are not good for you. So we need to address that, that need or that want for something sweet. And that's what I'm doing right now. I have had a craving for oatmeal raisin cookies, but I do not want to go into the grocery store and buy something, like I said, that has a lot of preservatives in it, or make something that is unhealthy. So I went online and I typed in healthy oatmeal cookies, and a bunch of them came up, of course. Most of them were only 3 ingredients. The first 2 are the same. The third one was different on several of them. It was raisins, or chocolate chips, or peanut butter, or nuts, pecans. So I didn't want chocolate chips. I don't really like them in my cookies, except chocolate chip cookies. And I didn't want raisins because I didn't really think that raisins and bananas would go together, but maybe they will. And I didn't want peanut butter. I put peanut butter in before, and it's good, but it's just not what I wanted. So I chose walnuts. And I added a 4th ingredient. So I'm going to turn you around. I'm going to show you what it is, what the ingredients are, and then I'm going to put you on the stand and prepare it, put it in the oven, and cook them. So, okay, the first ingredient, of course, is oatmeal. And I have my quick cooking oats. I even bought a bigger jug container because I like my oatmeal in the morning as well. So this calls for 1 cup of oats. Now you can take those oats and you can put them in your food processor and blend them into a flour consistency, but I don't want to do that. I like the whole, the whole oats as they are, because it adds a chunkiness to it that I guess I like. The second ingredient I chose, like I said, was nuts. So I have a bag of chopped walnuts in my freezer, so I'm going to use those. And the third ingredient is 2 ripe mashed bananas. So I'm going to do that as well. And then the 4th ingredient that I chose is cinnamon, because I just think that cinnamon enhances a lot of desserts, especially like cookies and breads and that kind of thing. So I'm going to put that in it. And so, all right, I'm going to put you up on the stand, and then we'll get busy. Okay, I have my bananas in here. And just mash them up. Make sure they're very ripe, because they will mix better with all the other ingredients. This is replacing oil or milk or eggs or whatever else you would put in there to bind it all together. Okay, all mashed. And then we'll put in 1 cup of oats. And I'm just going to put in, calls for 1 cup of chocolate chips or nuts or whatever. I'm just going to put in, I'm not going to measure. In other words, I'm not going to measure. Just going to put it in there. The same thing with this. It's probably going to be about a tablespoon of cinnamon. You can use it if you want. You can leave it out. You can put ginger in if you want. You can put nutmeg. It's all good. And then just mix it all together. Until it's well combined. It'll come out the same as other cookie doughs. I'm just going to mix the rest of this with my hand. Sorry for sniffling. I have a smoothie over here, my kale smoothie. I took a drink of it and I think I must have had a piece of something and it kind of got stuck in my throat, tickled it a little bit there. Okay. Alright, now I'm going to get my pan and get it prepared. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I have my pan lined with parchment paper. Now the thing about these cookies is that they will not change their shape as they cook. So when you put them on here, you have to make sure that they're the size you want and the shape. So if you want bigger ones, you make bigger ones. If you want rounded ones, you just, put a rounded plop of dough on there. If you want flatter ones, then you need to flatten them. So I'm going to make flatter ones. About so big. You can see by the palm of my hand how big it is. Okay. And this is the first time I'm doing this way anyway, so I'm not sure how many this is going to make. I'm going to say probably 8 or 10, which is good because I'm the kind of lady, girl, whatever, that likes to eat sweets. I am ashamed to say that I kind of fell off the wagon this past week. My boyfriend sent me a pizza for Valentine's Day and some flowers, but the pizza didn't show up till like a week later. And I sat down and ate the whole thing in 2 days. It was a big one from, where was it from? Domino's. I haven't had Domino's in years. I think this is only going to make 5 in years, and it was so good. I don't buy pizzas out anymore. I always make my own, but yeah, I sat and I ate the whole thing in 2 days. That was not a good thing to do. And then the store that I worked for was changed over to new management, and when we went for orientation with that company, they gave us coupons for certain items in the store, most of which I do not eat, but they did have Lay's potato chips. I love potato chips. I love the salty crunchiness of potato chips. Yeah, well, I bought it, and I shouldn't have, because I ate it up too quickly. So I kind of fell off the wagon. And then, you know, with my health, you know, I have a hard time doing things. I can start and then I get tired, or my body starts hurting or something, and I just stop. So I haven't been exercising the way I should. But I determined the other day I'm getting back on the wagon and riding it the whole way in. So I've been exercising. I emptied out my house of all the junk that was in here, and I'm going to supplement what I was eating to satisfy those cravings with something healthier. This is 4 ingredients: bananas, oatmeal, walnuts, and cinnamon. I'm going to put it in my oven. It is preheated to 400 degrees for about 12 minutes. So we'll let that cook, and then when they're done, I will take them out. But while I'm here, while we're here, I just want to ask you all for prayers. I have to go to the doctor because I've been having problems with dizziness, and I texted him and asked him, you know, told him what was going on and asked him what, if I should come in or what I should do about it. And I had told him that I had been sick over the holidays, and that the nurse who saw me said it was just a seriously bad cold. And he said, from the things I'm telling him, because I still have that congestion, from the things I'm telling him or told him, it sounds like I had the Omicron variant virus, because dizziness, he said, is a side effect of that, as is the congestion. It just kind of hangs on. So I have to go in and I have to see him to make sure that the dizziness isn't something else, because I do have arthritis in my neck, which does affect that at the same time, but it just seems it's better, but it was really bad for a while, and it still flares up. So I covet your prayers, my friends, and I thank you for that. So with that, I think that's it for right now. I'm going to turn you off, and when the cookies are done, I will take them out and I will show them to you. Okay, here are the cookies, and they look very delicious to me. I did have to put them in for 3 more minutes, so a total of 15 minutes, because they just seemed too soft for me. I wanted them to hold together, which they hold together very nicely. You can see the banana in there and the walnuts, and lots of walnuts. And I like my cookies like this as far as the oatmeal goes. I don't think I would like it with if I had made it into a flour. I know I wouldn't have liked it. Breads and cakes and that kind of thing, yes, but, and even my, what do you call it? My protein bars, I made it into a flour. It's a good consistency for those kinds of things, but not for cookies. Not for me anyway. So I'm going to taste it and see what it tastes like. And yeah, I'll turn you around. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that's really good. Crunchy on the outside. And moist on the inside. You got the crunch. Excuse me. The oatmeal and the walnuts and the softness of the banana, and you can taste that cinnamon. I'm glad I added that. So they're really, really good. And I do hope that you try these. Just remember, it's only 3 ingredients, or if you want more. 2 mashed bananas, 2 very ripe mashed bananas, 1 cup of oatmeal, and 1 cup of whatever you choose, whether it be nuts, whoops, sorry, whether it be nuts or chocolate chips or raisins, whatever you choose. And then if you want to put cinnamon or nutmeg or something in it to enhance the flavor, go for it. But I give it a try. They are very good, in my opinion. So that's it for today, folks. Thank you for joining me. If you like what you see, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. I do have a couple in mind. I was going to do the video on how to make that face lotion and the hair stuff for the balding that's going on, see? But I wanted cookies. So I chose to do that. So sometime this week I will do that because I really, 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 really need to do that. There's that I want to do. I want to show you my morning routine as far as what I do for exercise, and what I do for my skin. And there was something else. Maybe it's my coffee. I don't know. Coffee is a big part of my morning. So, but yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I want to do that, and then I have a few other ideas. And if there's anything you want to see, just drop me a line and tell me. So I would love to hear it, and I will incorporate it if I feel that it is something that is appropriate and that I'm able to do. So with that, until next time, my friends, remember, you are loved with an everlasting love, and underneath you are the everlasting arms of God. Be blessed.